Hey sailors, welcome to the crew. I'm Silo Janda, and this is my playthrough of Rule the Waves 3 as the United States. We are now 4 months into our war with Great Britain and France. Austria and Japan are both on our side in the war because of alliances, so we are basically engaged in World War I at this point. The American coast is blockaded by the British operating out of Canada and out of their various Caribbean possessions, except for the west coast, which is alright. But the east coast, Britain has a substantial dreadnought and battlecruiser force on, and another such force in the Caribbean, which I can't really counter right now. I'm hoping for a battle on the east coast to chase them off. It's still pretty early 1913, so Britain outnumbers us more than 2 to 1 in dreadnoughts and 6 to 1 in battlecruisers. The situation isn't great. I didn't intend for a war with Britain, but it's what we've got. Fortunately, within a year, these 4 Kentucky-class dreadnoughts with 14-inch guns will be completed, which should pretty much revolutionize the balance of power between us and Britain to quite an extent. But we have to hold out until then, and they are trying to invade our stuff. We're going to have to decline this battle, aren't we? Yeah, that's a problem. Cruiser action? Oh, man, if they have battle cruisers, we're just going to die, but I guess we have to try. I'm going to have to transfer pretty much everything we've got on the East Coast down to the Caribbean, I guess, if this is where they're going to invade us. Oh boy, we've spotted something. We've spotted 3 somethings. All we have is 1 armored cruiser, Pueblo, 1 light cruiser, Minneapolis, and 4 destroyers. These are not the finest of any of those types either. These are old cruisers. Well, Pueblo's an old cruiser. Minneapolis is a bit more modern. Okay. I see 1 light cruiser there. I mean, the question is whether they have battle cruisers. If they do, we just have to run immediately. There's a whole gaggle of them, but if it's all destroyers... Wait, oh, that's probably some battle cruisers back there. Yep. That's like 4 battle cruisers back there. We're just going to have to turn and run immediately towards Guantanamo Bay at our very best speed, and it's only 30 nautical miles, so maybe we can get there before they sink us. If we're lucky. I think those probably are genuinely battle cruisers, so we just have no chance in a fight like that. Yeah. We're being targeted by heavy guns, too. We just have to run. Unfortunately, there's not any prospect at all of completing any battle cruisers, new battle cruisers before this war is over, and our existing ones are very, very obsolete, so... what's that now? Oh, God, 2 more battle cruisers. There's 6 battle cruisers chasing us right now. Yes. Are we in port? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay. Oh, God. Everybody into port. Oh, God. Into port. Cut it a little close there. Okay. Everyone made it into port. We're fine. Oh, wait. Well, I don't know what that ship was, but he didn't make it. But he's probably just a coastal gunboat. They're just gonna keep. Must be patrolling destroyers. They're just gonna keep bombarding stuff and popping up annoyingly until I can persuade the game to actually go all the way forwards. I guess they finally left. Yeah, that was just, I think they had 6 battle cruisers. That just had to be a mad dash to safety. There was no chance of survival if we had tried to fight. Now what are they doing? Apparently something's going on where I can't see it. A patrol destroyer is engaging them or something. Probably this one, but I can't actually see what is happening, so. Okay, apparently they're off the north coast now. There we go. Okay, we didn't lose anything. Just our pride, but great. Immediately, yes. This could be about our only shot at even winning this war. We're going to get unrest building up because of the blockade. We're a democracy, so we shouldn't necessarily have to worry too much about our government being overthrown. It could happen, but one of our battlecruisers is still not even ready for action after the last battle I fought. We have 1 available. It's literally not even worth sending 1 to the Caribbean. It will just die. On the other hand, Britain hardly has anything on our east coast anymore, so I guess, honestly, I leave the battle cruisers behind. And I transfer the whole rest of the fleet south to the Caribbean, except for 1 light cruiser and a bunch of destroyers. And maybe it's not enough to have a fighting chance against them there, really, but we've got to try. And if they've really only left 2 battlecruisers on the east coast, maybe our battlecruisers can fight them. Maybe. If we could pick a couple off out of their force, that would really turn things around a little. They aren't building any new ones currently. They have 5 incomparables and 6 New Zealands, though, and they all have cross-deck fire, but they all have 8 12-inch guns, and we only have 6 on ours. Oh. I forgot I was still doing that. Okay, we're going to counter-invade New Brunswick while they're invading that, except that I just moved all of our fleets off of the east coast, so we're going to lose this battle. Probably. Honestly, depends how good our intelligence is. All we have available is the battlecruiser Congress and 5 destroyers. But it's pitch dark, middle of the night. Our convoy is... Why are we invading New Brunswick via sea, by the way? There's this border on land here. State of Maine and all that. Never mind it. I don't even know where the fleet I'm escorting is. I mean, it's back where this flag is, roughly, but... Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope we blunder into them in the night in such a way that we can get some torpedoes off. Because if we could, and we managed to sink a battlecruiser of theirs, that would be a tremendous victory, but... It's raining now. Whoa. Something is firing at the invasion transports, I would guess. I don't even know what. Oh. Okay. Well, we better hope the invasion transports are actually basically where this flak is. But I don't think that's any remote guarantee at all. Oh boy. I think I did just see a torpedo running in the water, so they're probably over this way, whatever they are. Okay, we've already lost almost half the convoy. Haven't seen any enemies yet. Haven't seen the convoy yet, for that matter. West, northwest, allegedly. We've torpedoed an alleged enemy battleship. Haven't seen any of this yet. Okay. I can't even read that. Okay. Allegedly they're up here somewhere now. Man, night battles are confusing, especially before radar. Oh, should I believe that report? Well, let's head a little left and see. Oh, aha! Convoy ships and a couple of damaged destroyers. No enemies. But, okay, if we can hold around... I think the other half of the convoy got wiped out, but if we can defend this half... And if we actually torpedoed an enemy battlecruiser or something... This could be a win yet. Yeah, very safe to zigzag back and forth through the middle of our not zigzagging convoy in the middle of the night. Oh well. Ship collisions are extremely rare in this game, so I'm not too worried about it. If they have land batteries or something over here, there's no chance we're going to actually kill them. Do we have... No, we have no reports more recent than an hour and a half old on where they are. Oh, daylight, and there's something sitting right there. We might want to turn. That's a battle cruiser, maybe. That's two battle cruisers, probably. Hey, destroyers. Guys, why don't you go ahead and torpedo all of that right now? Okay, where's the other ones that aren't under AI controls? These? Yeah. Line ahead and just... If I could torpedo a lot of stuff in there... Oh, God. Oh, Christ. Oh, boy. Yeah. That's not a surprise, really. that actually a pre-dreadnought they have in there? Might be. A lot of our destroyers are launching, but not a lot of them are... Okay, that's a hit. Congress is crippled. I don't know if she's going to survive this battle, even if we escape right now. But then again, that New Zealand, that's going to hurt. That's really going to hurt. Okay, that's probably 4 torps. She'll have torpedo protection, but 4 is a lot of torpedoes. She's probably not going to survive that. Unfortunately, we can't really afford to trade a battlecruiser for a battlecruiser, but in all reality, it's not that bad if we do. From a victory point standpoint, anyway. Unfortunately, given the odds against us, we sort of have to trade about 2 or 3 capital ships for every one we lose just to break even, but you guys should probably stop firing torpedoes now. That New Zealand is still afloat, which is astonishing if she really got hit by 5 torpedoes, or 4 torpedoes, but she's on the wrong side of St. John, so I wouldn't give her a great chance. That's a Devonshire-class armored cruiser, which is a big armored cruiser, but even with Congress kind of crippled here, I wouldn't give her much chance in a gunfight. We did lose the poor destroyer Allen, but wow, we managed to torpedo one of their torpedo boats. I know it says destroyer, but almost all of theirs are torpedo boat sized. What's the range? 6,700 yards. We should probably be hitting more, but oh well. There we go. There we go. Armored cruiser is not going to take a whole lot of 12-inch hits. Do we have any merchants left? I guess we do. They haven't really arrived, technically, on account of the enemy ships parked in their destination area, but we're doing a number on Devonshire here, if nothing else. I think she must have rudder damage, and I think she's going to die soon, so I see at least 3 sunken ships here, and only one of them was mine. So if Congress stays afloat, this battle will probably be a win. That's a big if, though. Especially as she's fired off most of her ammo now. It's hard. This Devonshire's still steaming, so I'm not convinced she's been sunk, but I think they finally, yeah. They're used in Rule the Waves. There did used quite some time ago to be a glitch where their maximum speed would drop to like 3 knots if they had been sunk, but I think they actually fixed that in Rule the Waves 2. It's just still instinct for me. I think she's probably dead, though. I don't think Devonshire there is coming back. Now, that destroyer is quite alive, but I can't... it's going to be very hard to hit her. Well, except by, of course, sending in Davis and Rowan here to just shoot her. Which is what I'm going to do. There we go. That worked, actually. Good job, Davis. Now, how bad is the flooding getting worse? Not substantially. I think We've gotten it under control since the torpedo hit, but she gets in a fight with an enemy heavy ship, she's going to sink pretty quickly. So we should probably pretty much sit here and hope that no enemy heavy ships come back. Oh, great, there's a land feature. You two, oh. Oh god, there's several field batteries there. They're in range, technically. Okay, Davis, I think, has just suicided herself into them, yeah. Devonshire has to be sinking, but... we're out of ammo. Our merchants are being weird. And that's a battlecruiser just hanging out on the horizon there. But apparently she's too afraid to come in really close, so hopefully she stays that way. However, I guess we had better move again. Honestly, I'm going to try to sneak back south. We can't really afford a renewed engagement. And I'm afraid just trying to steam at any decent speed might cause the ship to suffer more flooding, so... Sure, wait. No, I probably shouldn't have authorized that. No, well, I think that's out of the range of the gun batteries. No, because I don't... No. No. I mean, if this ends with the British having technically repulsed our invasion, but we've sunk a battle cruiser and an armored cruiser, I'll take that. I think we must have hit... They had a pre-dreadnought, and I think we must have hit it with a torpedo when it was first attacking the convoy in the night. We'll see. Pre-dreadnoughts are not known for their resilience to torpedoes, so she could be in trouble too. They don't seem to have spotted us going into this channel, or I don't see any sign of them, so... It's interesting that the merchants are heading back south on their own, because I didn't tell them to do that at all. They're just doing it. I believe there's only 3 out of 8 of them left, so maybe they've had enough. It's still quite rainy out. Hopefully that'll help. And regardless of any questions of victory points, I'm basically just trying to get Congress to limp back to Portland without sinking, and if she does, then it's almost certainly a win in material terms. The unfortunate thing, of course, is with us not there, that New Zealand might have been able to make it to St. John if she was afloat, but... No, she did not. Oh, they didn't actually have a pre-dreadnought. I wonder if that was the armored cruiser in reality, or what? Okay, but that's a stunning material win, despite our failure to achieve our objective, which would have been worth a lot more. Still, we lost 4 out of 7 transports. We lost the unfortunate destroyers Allen and Davis. Allen via... took a 12-inch shell from HMS Indefatigable to the engine room, and Impressively enough, still survived another half hour after that, but I think that probably pretty much killed her. And Davis suicided herself into a bunch of 4-inch land batteries for no reason, so that's nice. However, we took with us, or we sank 5 destroyers, an armored cruiser, and a battle cruiser, and badly damaged another battle cruiser. Britain has lost HMS Nubian, fires, HMS Gurkha to assorted shell damage, a couple of 6-inch shells probably. These are 300 tonners, they die really easily. HMS Mallard, which, yeah, took one 6-inch shell and sank immediately, basically. A 3-inch shell actually finished her. HMS Grasshopper, pretty much the same. And HMS Afridi, which was hit by a 12-inch shell and was already sinking before she was then hit by a torpedo just for good measure, which probably just annihilated her. Now, Congress did take... she was cutting a little close on flotation, but she got it down to not sinking, and made it back to Portland. Still afloat, pretty much only took damage from that torpedo, in all honesty. HMS Indefatigable here also took a torpedo hit at some point, which I didn't know, and if I had, I might have actually tried to engage her again. I guess we were pretty much out of torpedoes, though. Still, we managed to knock one of her turrets out, a couple of hull hits, and hit her with a torpedo. And then Devonshire here was sunk entirely by gunfire. A lot of 32-inch gunfire, which caused her to, 32 12-inch shells. Apparently, she was sunk by the fires rather than flotation damage. She never did take enough flotation damage to actually sink, which is interesting. New Zealand was actually only hit by 2 torpedoes, not the 4 we got reports of. Oh, one of them was a dud, at least. So that's what that was. Oh, probably... I got 4 reports of hits on New Zealand classes. Is Indefatigable also... No, it's an incomparable class, but it might have been misidentified. Probably we hit her with 1, and we hit New Zealand with 3, but one of them was a dud. We did... I believe this is a torpedo report from Rowan. So Rowan hit twice with torpedoes even, which makes sense with the new twin tubes, to be fair. We got a good hit that disabled her machinery, and that's right after that was when she got torpedoed. Honestly, considering how outgunned we were really outshot the British pretty nicely here. So they've lost the battle cruiser HMS New Zealand and the armored cruiser Devonshire, which... This is the first dreadnought-type warship sunk in battle in this world. That's a pretty spectacular win for us. The Royal Navy will not be happy about that one. And we land in New Brunswick. Since we have a lot of these, I'm just going to call this, like, sinking of HMS New Zealand. Or, yeah. That's what we'll remember it as. Oh boy, revolutionary ideas from Great Britain are infecting our workers and soldiers. That's fine. Our unrest went down 1 after that battle. Circulation augmenter, 1% weight saving. Oh, we've invented amphibious operations. And the British destroyer Hope has hit a mine and sunk, so we're getting pretty good luck with that. Japan and Austria-Hungary are trying. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. Apparently, Britain has pretty much pulled everything they had off of the East Coast, except we're invading New Brunswick. Now, they have naval superiority technically while Congress is in... Oh, yeah, you know what? They had 2 battle cruisers. One of them is in port for repairs, as is one of ours. Congress will be 3 months before she's ready for action again, but Lexington will be ready for action in 1 month and will take over that job. Probably the British battlecruiser Indefatigable will also be in port for 3 months. They can transfer ships, but there's a chance we might be able to actually pull off the invasion of New Brunswick, which obviously is worth a lot more than just Guantanamo Bay here. Thanks for watching, sailors. I hope you enjoyed the video. New parts should be up daily, or you can watch live on Twitch. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like or subscribing. This is Sea Lord Janda, signing off.